little bit about unstable surface training. If you follow our written blog through our website, AFS practitioner Jared Freeman wrote a blog this past week on training on top of unstable surfaces like stability balls like this, or for example, half stability balls like this, so a ball cut in half that's called a BOSU. There are things called wobble boards and dyno discs. Basically, they're surfaces that are unstable and cause your body to have to stabilize. Proponents of these types of training devices will tell you all kinds of wonderful things about what they can do from a performance perspective, from a core activation perspective, and from an intensity of workout standpoint. The problem is, none of these claims have ever been substantiated in research. The first thing I want to talk about are the performance claims that are associated with training on top of unstable surfaces. And I can sum this up in a pretty short sentence. Since every sport, for the most part, is played on top of solid ground, training for a sport on top of non-solid ground does not have any carryover. Unless you play your sport on a moonwalk or the moon, training on top of one of these to perform better on top of this isn't going to work so well. And that's exactly what the research shows. Everybody loves the word core, right? Abs, lower back, core. Core is important. Core is important for sport. Core is important because we want it to look better. And proponents of unstable surface training will tell you that you train on top of these and you get more core activation. If you look at some of the studies that directly look at core activation, where they use electrodes to look at how the abdominal muscles fire, you'll find that putting a very light load on your back with a 45-pound barbell like this results in exponentially more core activation than doing any type of a squat on top of a ball like this or a BOSU. So you don't get more core activation from standing on top of one of these. Now, what about a more intense workout? Do you get a more intense workout when you incorporate these? Not typically, particularly if you're standing on top of it, because your body is so concerned with doing the circus-like balancing act of staying on top of the ball that it never really challenges any of the true fitness systems of the body. It never challenges the cardiovascular system. It never really challenges the muscular system except from a balance perspective. So you would be better off to do a higher intensity body weight calisthenic-based workout, squats, burpees, push-ups, crunches, than doing anything related to these balls. Most of the time, from what I see from members of gyms, as well as unfortunately sometimes personal trainers in gyms, is they have their clients performing things that look more like circus acts than actual exercises. And don't get me wrong, it looks like some really cool stuff. I probably couldn't do any of that really cool stuff, and I really don't want to do any of that really cool looking stuff because it doesn't do anything to improve my physical fitness. It doesn't do anything to improve my body composition. It's just a circus trick. So even though training on this might look like a good idea, I'd suggest you just get to the side and worry about regular old exercise.